Madam Vice Chair, this is Honorable Yonka. I would like to give my question.
Proceed, Senator Nyonka.
Thank you very much, Madam Vice Chair. CS, I hope you're listening to me.
Yes, he is.
Thank you. Unfortunately, I was not able to come, but I think I can still raise. I have two questions to ask. Number one, my interpretation of the law is at the time when we sat down and made a decision to increase the revenue that we are supposed to give to the county governments, we can reverse ourselves, whichever argument the CS wants to make. The reason for that is very simple. Honorable Halwali has just said it. CS, I would like to beg you, my brother, because you understand the rules. I know how government fears members of parliament, because if their CDF is touched, they even start talking about impeachment. That money must be removed and taken where it is being ring-fenced to help the county governments. And our position is very simple. Please don't touch the money. We want to give our county governments 400 billion. We have enough money, and whatever that you are cutting, cut everywhere else and leave the counties. Why? The amount of money that the county governments are getting is 15%. The national government is left with 85%. So go take your 85 and take it out from there. Leave the counties alone. I would like to say, Madam Chair and the Chair, that I will vote against this.
We can get it from some of the budget lines, which accommodates a lot of wastages. We've done it at the national government level. We are cutting hospitality, some even to 100%. We have. Partitioning is no longer there of offices. We have reduced most of these budget lines to 50%. I believe counties can also do it. And if all the 47 counties, by the way, senators, you just take a pen and a paper and get the budget lines, take the budget of county, 47 counties the last year, and look at the recurrent expenditure, the lines that we're talking about, hospitality, transport, domestic, foreign, all these things, taking tea in the offices, fuel for vehicles, which you see are running all over, even weekends. If you just take a pen and reduce those lines for the 47 counties, I'm sure you'll get more than 20 billion.
Thank you, Waziri. At this point, because we are supposed to have another meeting, I'll open the floor for very short, brief remarks. Can start with Senator Eddie, member of ODM.
I think that, no broad-based, but I think that on a serious note, if you can cut some more money from national levels, that would be very good. And Boni, I think Senator Boni has pointed to some areas, including advisors such as David Ndi. But that one is up to the executive to think about. But on a serious note, because my fundamental question has been the question about how does this number come from, and you have advised also that it's not necessarily scientific. It's about looking at the number that you would wish to cut, which you'd come with a number that would, see you do a proper consolidation. I still believe that fundamentally, Article 219 of the Constitution, because you cannot read it without reading 225 of the Constitution, because there is a subsequent article which is 225. Then it goes without saying that in an ideal world, this shortfall should be only be a function of the national government. But because you have said this is a arbitrary number, CS, bonus CS, I think a bare minimum conversation that could invite us on the table is then that counties should not at least get less than what they got in the year 2023-2024. I think that's a bare minimum conversation, just because of what you've said, that this number was arbitrary to the extent of trying to balance that for your consolidation. Then it will be what you, in your own world, immoral to give counties any money that is less than what they got in 2023-2024. So 380 is already too low. But that said, I I think that we need to have a more vibrant conversation on how do the discretionary and mandatory funds look in terms of mapping in all the 47 counties. And I think that is something that us as a Senate should be able to look at as we go into this conversation. Because naturally, this is going to go to mediation. From the look of things, the Senate is not going to allow this to go low. But other than that, I want to say that I appreciate you coming. And also, this being the first meeting, it's a very tough task, but we have seen a very good partnership between this committee and the Treasury. And of course, the common faces here can attest to that. They can whisper to you over maybe lunch after this. And I'm hoping that the Treasury can continue that proper engagement with this committee in a partnership way than otherwise. Other than that, I thank you so much, and I hope to engage some more in other issues that will come in future.
Thank you so much, Senator Eddy. Senator Boni.
Minister, thank you for coming. Enjoy your lunch.
There is no lunch, Senator Boni. Austerity measures. I don't know if Chair is back online. Chair? Proceed with your remarks.
Okay, very good. Honorable CS, thank you very much for responding to our invitation. And as Senator Eddy said, for this committee it will be impossible to recommend anything less than what the county government has received the previous financial year, plus some inflationary number. Otherwise, it's been wonderful engaging with you, and we look forward to further engagement. Thank you very much, Honorable CS.
Thank you so much, Senator Roba. I think Senator Nyonka disappeared. I'll give you the opportunity, Bwana Waziri, to do your brief final remarks.
Yeah, my final remarks. Number one, we are not living in an ideal world. Senator Eddy, if we were, I would not have a problem. But where we are, you remember, this is the first time. And I think I don't know whether there are examples out there where a country loses finance bill or revenue raising measures. So this is the first time, even in the history of this country. So we are living in times that are not so easy. Yes, we will look at additional revenue raising measures, which again, we are in a democracy, which is accepted by the public, because public participation is important and we must live with that. I just wanted to say, if we manage, and this is a commitment, if we manage through any other revenue raising measure to get more funds, I would propose additional allocation to the county from whether it is 380 or 385, or whichever amount you'll agree to. If it is below 400 billion, I will make sure that any additional revenue that we realize through any additional revenue raising measure then would also benefit the counties. So that is what I would say, and I want to thank you, Chair, for inviting us. It is, we have a responsibility to appear before you anytime that you invite us, and we will cooperate. Thank you very much. Yes.
Thank you so much, Bwana Waziri. It's been our first engagement since you got into office. We really appreciate as a committee. As I've said earlier in my opening remarks, we've really worked a very good journey with the former CS for finance, and I'm happy that you've also stated before this committee that you promise we shall also have a positive journey. At this point, I will also request that the AG's response that we shall receive kindly share with the committee at least within the next 7 days, so that we are on the same page as far as the disbursement is concerned. I'm happy after that response you've also committed that each month you're going to ensure you disburse 32 billion to the counties. And I'm happy to note in your final remarks that you also believed in finance bill. That was not ascended. I'm happy to note that. At this point, the meeting is adjourned.
Sure, can I? That's a very heavy, that's a very weighty. That's a very weighty comment and concluding remark. Whether you are saying that I believed in the finance bill that was lost in 2024. I believed in a number of provisions of that bill, but I also didn't believe in a number of provisions. I even proposed amendments to it. So that is my position, and it is not ambiguous. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you. Thank you so much, Waziri. At this point, the meeting is adjourned until 2:30 because we still have another meeting. Asante sana. Thank you so much. Okay.
I tell you, in the old place.